Okay, so let's move beyond the idea that some people are creative and some people aren't. Let's instead consider that everyone has the capacity to be open to and generate new ideas, to be open to and make new decisions, and to be open to and take new actions that makes the world a better place and makes their place in the world better too. And the reason that I showed you buffaloes to start off with is because I went to school in Buffalo, New York. I studied at the International Center for Studies in Creativity starting in 1977. And while I was there, I studied cultural anthropology, and I did some work in personality styles too. And one of the big ahas that I had is that there's no one right way to be creative, that there are many. One of the challenges with that is, though, that's a minority opinion. This headline from the National Post in May of 2001 was what sparked the creation of World Creativity and Innovation Week. It reads that Canada's in a creativity crisis. And it talked about an argument that scientists and artists were having about who was more creative. And I was outraged. Absolutely outraged, because it's not about who is and who isn't. It's that we've got it. Can we please use it to make the world a better place and make our place in the world better too? So World Creativity and Innovation Week started as a day in 2001, and the first celebrations began in 2002 in Norway, in Thailand, in Brazil, in Argentina, all over the place because of, thankfully, the internet. And we just knew people, and people did things. It was really cool. One of the challenges with World Creativity and Innovation Week is that we help people to shift perspectives. I've asked people what they're going to do, and they say, sorry, I can't make it. And that's not what it's about. What it's about is what people can do themselves to free the creative energy, to enable it to come to life. In 2005, we shifted from a day to a week, and the week begins on Leonardo da Vinci's birthday. And when we say that, people nod. Okay, they get it. They can see what kind of an icon he is and can take from his example to move things forward. In 2006, something amazing occurred. It seemed that the corporate world caught on to it. And so we had Pfizer, for example, in each of their country offices celebrating. We had IBM celebrating. We had oh golly, the United Nations was involved. I mean, there's just such a list of organizations that were involved. And what they discovered was that morale went up and employee engagement went up when they used this week to free that kind of energy. There's a lot of confusion still, though, in terms of creativity, in terms of innovation, in terms of what is it that I do. Like so many people, I remember going to this one huge company that talked about its creativity, and I said, so what are you going to do? And they said, well, what should we do? And it just kind of like, huh, what? Like, if you're creative, wouldn't you know what to do for World Creativity and Innovation Week? We have a website that has a lot of examples of what people have done at worldcreativity.wordpress.com, and I'll invite you to take a look there and see what it is that you can do to bump up your own stuff. Creativity, as we think about it, isn't related to one specific discipline. It's in every single discipline, and it's related to imagination, knowledge, and passion. And so it's not only in the arts or in culinary cooking or in painting or in technology. It's absolutely everywhere, and each one of us has the capacity. When I was studying undergrad, I will always remember this. One of my anthropology professors, I asked her what creativity was, and you know what she said? Marci, creativity is bad manners. I said, what? And she said, imagine doing something creative at the dinner table. What's going to happen is you'll get your hand slapped. That's what creativity is. And a lot of people are still walking around with that cold shoulder idea about releasing their own gifts. So what we need to do is ensure that new ideas have a soft place to land, that people know that their new ideas will be greeted with interest and with curiosity, with investigation, rather than being given the cold shoulder. And we can use World Creativity and Innovation Week to help that to happen. Have you seen this? There was a creativity in crisis. 2001, 2010, Newsweek is reporting on a creativity crisis in the US, how children currently are not doing as well on creativity assessments as they were in prior decades. And this was seen as a huge problem. I don't know if you're familiar with this study either. It came out in 2010 as well, the IBM Global Study of CEOs, and they talked about creativity as being a necessary skill for leaders to help steer through the complexities of our times. Yet what is happening is there isn't a whole lot of support for creativity out there. World Creativity and Innovation Week gives everyone an opportunity to step forward and to do something just a little bit different. There are communities, as I said, all over the world that are doing things, and individuals as well. I know a family that will eat dinner backwards during the week. I know a group of women who get together for potluck, and each one has to bring a dish that she's never made before. So the celebrations don't have to be huge. They can be tiny, and they can be big if you want them to be. One of the challenges that we have is that we don't know all of the celebrations that are going on. This was a website that one of our volunteers found. And this is a big company in Sweden who is using World Creativity and Innovation Week to advance one of their corporate initiatives, one of their strategic objectives. And my hunch is that there are many, many out there who are doing it. So the energy is rising, and we can feel it as the growth continues. The whole idea behind it is to inspire people, to leave behind the past that we used to have, to create a new future of one that we want to have. I don't know if you've seen this either. This is the creativity gap that came from the Adobe study that was released last year in April. And you can see that only 1 in 4 people believe that they are living up to their creative potential. World Creativity and Innovation Week gives you an opportunity to open the door, to encourage people to come up with new ideas, to make new decisions, and to take new actions. And to do it in collaboration with people all over the planet at the same period of time. People like joining in. They like belonging to something that's bigger than themselves. And this is about releasing the creative energy that we all have, new ideas, new decisions, new actions to make a difference. So I invite you to consider what you might do this year and next year and the year after to celebrate World Creativity and Innovation Week, to bring it to where it is that you live, to where it is that you work, to give permission where there might not be any, to do something just a little bit different that could make a world of difference. Thank you.